Welcome to Integrity Inspire, your daily dose of inspiration and motivation, featuring the bright and talented members of the Integrity Marketing Group family. Now, here's your host, Integrity co-founder and CEO, Bryan W. Adams.
Hello, Integrity family. This is a special Inspire podcast, and I'm so excited to welcome my family, my wife, Robin, my son, Asher, and my son, Shiloh, to the Inspire podcast. This is a special podcast that we have today that we're going to talk about this incredible toy drive that we are blessing children all over the country because of your generosity and your heart of service. This toy drive came up with an idea that Asher had whenever he was in the hospital a few years ago. It was a tough time. Man, we were in the hospital. It was, when you're in the hospital, it's cold, it's depressing, you don't have your toys, you don't have anything at home, you can't play with your brother. And this nurse came into our room and asked Asher if he wanted a toy and what toy would he like. And you remember when she came in there and asked you that? Mm-hmm. What kind of toy did you say?
A Nerf gun.
And she brought you an amazing Nerf gun. And we set up cups in the room he could shoot. And it just brought joy to that room. In fact, I think you actually shot the nurse even, didn't you? Yeah. It was just that simple act of bringing in a toy that made the room change. It brought hope into that environment. And at Integrity, we are all about helping people plan for the good days ahead. And when you're in a hospital, you want to think about those good days. You want to think about getting out and having fun, seeing your baby brother and being able to shoot him with that Nerf gun. And it just changed the entire environment. And so we were talking to that nurse and she said she wished that they could give every kid a toy. But unfortunately, because of COVID, their toy supply had dried up because of people not giving as many toys. And so Asher said, that's really sad. And so we decided to come up with this toy drive for our office. And we came up with this idea that we wanted to give out 500 toys. Remember that, Asher? Mm-hmm. And that year, I came back to the office and said, here's what we just experienced. And would you guys help us raise 500 toys? I wanted to invite people to join in on that. And we said we would match whatever you came up with. And that year we gave Children's Medical Center here in Dallas 3,000 toys. It was such a joy for us to be able to give those as a family to help replenish their supply. And then last year, we decided to do that and give even more toys and invite our entire Integrity family, all the offices, to be able to give to children's hospitals all over the countries or Ronald McDonald houses or other things to give back to children, to give them hope for their recovery. And last year, we had a goal of, I think it was 5,000 toys, and we ended up giving away 16,000 toys to children's hospitals all over the country, including the ones here in Dallas. And this year, we decided to up that up again, and it's been such a fun experience. So Asher, what was it like to be able to get that toy and to change like the environment that you were in?
Well, it was very happy that I got a toy, and I want other kids to feel what I felt when I got a toy.
I know, and then that's sweet. And then it was so much fun for us to be able to go through that experience. Robin, what was it like for you? And you remember all that we went through?
You know, it was just overwhelming to be there and to think about this new medical stuff, this new diagnosis, what we had to deal with. And so to have a moment where Asher could just be a kid again and we could see him being a kid was just very sweet and just really lightened the heaviness of all of it. So, I mean, as a mother in that situation, I can just say thank you so much for just being a part of this with us. It was so special.
So let's take a minute to look around at all the toys that we collected this year. Look at these guys. I mean, we've collected so many toys. Find some. Look at all the Nerf guns. Think about all the kids that are going to have so much fun with all these Nerf guns. Find some other toys you guys want to look at. What others? I mean, coloring books, basketball goals. Look at this. This one is crazy. Look at this. What is this squishy thing called, Shiloh? Shiloh.
Squishmallow.
Squishmallow. I don't know what it is either. Look how cool that is. Wait until some kid gets that with the hot sauce. Oh my gosh, look at this. Check out this amazing dog. Asher, go pick up that amazing dog.
Wow.
Look at that. Can you imagine a kid that's going through a surgical procedure or in the hospital getting that toy? And some of the toys, they don't have to be huge. I mean, some of these toys are, kids going through something that they just need a little bit of hope. So you think, look at these cool little rubber duckies that people gave. And so if a kid's getting an IV put in, you got to give them, some incentive to do that, because that's scary for a little kid. And so maybe they'll say, hey, I'll give you this little rubber ducky if you get this IV or this shot. Or if they're going into a plant, they've got to go through medical procedures. I mean, some of these things, look at this, Robin, check this out.
Oh, that's
Some people gave so you're going through and nurses coming in, poking, prodding. So this nurse's outfit that a little girl could use, and nurse's kit that they can learn about, they can also practice and things like that. The other parts that's fun is whenever they get a stuffed animal. So look at these guys. So they might even say, look, we're going to give this T-Rex here a shot, right? And so you want to practice on this T-Rex, and so they'll practice, let the kid practice. It's amazing what these toys do, which, being able to do that, I think Asher had that, right?
Yes, he got a stuffed animal, and they helped explain some shots that were happening to him. And so we got to use the stuffed animal to practice that, to try that. And that's still a special animal on his bed. When we came home from the hospital, we had a bunch of things with us, and Asher even gave one thing to Shiloh. And so that was something he got to keep. And, even for siblings that have been kind of confused about their family's been gone, their brother's been gone, it was a sweet comfort for him too, to come home and have a new toy to get to play with also.
Yeah, it's humbling to be part of this and what you guys are doing and raising. And I'm so proud of being able to tie in our kids to this. I mean, this has been such a fun family thing that we've been able to do. And so I thank you for the entire Integrity family. So we're going to be giving out a lot of these toys to Children's Hospital here in Dallas. So I want to invite up Araceli from Children's Hospital here in Dallas to come up and talk about some of the things that this means for you. Araceli, I hope you got room for all of these.
This is great. We're super excited to have.
We've got a lot.
No, this is wonderful. We're so excited to have all of you just be a part of this for the holiday season for our patients and our families. This means so much to everybody that's going to be at the hospital who can't go home during the holidays. And it's tough to be away from family. Yeah. But it's just so encouraging to know that there are community partners, there are companies, there are families just like your own, your employees who decided to give back and to just bring joy and comfort during the holiday season to our patients and to give joy all year long. We treat more than 300,000 patients a year between Dallas and Plano, and this is definitely going to be bringing some joy to our patients this holiday season.
Well, so I truly believe that was getting that toy was part of his care.
Absolutely.
It was you get the shots, you get the medicine, you get all the stuff that doctors provide. But being able to get that toy brought hope and joy to that room. Tell us a little bit about how this ties into the caregiving that you
Absolutely.
guys do.
So all of our staff are trained to be able to work with children of all different ages, from birth all the way to, even 18-year-olds. And what's really interesting is when you're in the hospital, you don't have your animals, you don't have your toys, you don't have all the things that are a part of your room that are giving you a sense of normalcy of your home life. And so we do our very best to provide toys for, milestones. You're getting just like what Bryan was saying, like your dad, you got an IV today. Great job. Here's a toy. You were able to go get a CT scan. That's very brave of you. So many of our patients have to show bravery each and every day with all of the medical procedures, pokes and prods. Yeah. And we're just so thankful for groups like yourselves who are able to help give some of that comfort. You know, we've actually heard the statistic that once a patient comes in, maybe they've come in through the ER, they get about 40 pokes and prods within 24 hours.
Does that sound familiar?
Yeah. And so if you think about all the different times that they're having to go through something, this really does bring a sense of joy, accomplishment, and at the end of the day, it brings some hope to know that, all right, I can get through this and it's going to be okay.
Yeah. Well, thank you for all that you
Absolutely.
guys do. And thank you for being our partner in this. We could not have done this without the Integrity Foundation. I want to bring up Mary Elise Farah for us to unveil how many toys we are giving out to the Integrity Gives Back Toy Drive to Dallas Children's.
Are we ready? Are you going to help me say the number?
Yes.
Just revisit that.
So
Okay.
we're going to give out today here in Dallas to Dallas Children's Hospital. How many? Ready? 1, 2, 3. 21,000 toys.
Wow, that's amazing. You guys should feel so proud.
21,000 toys. And listen, think about this for a minute. The act of a kid in the hospital sitting there going, man, we should do more to help other people do that. And then coming back and saying to the Integrity family, we should give back. And a company like ours should give back more. And then today, we're giving away 21,000 toys because of the generosity of our team here. And throughout the country, we're actually giving out even more toys. So guys, let's put these toys down and let's unveil how many toys that we're going to be giving out throughout the country. All over the country, we're going to be giving out toys in communities that you serve because of your generosity. So can you guys yell out how many toys we're giving out throughout the country? All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
26,000.
26,000 little kids just like Asher that are in a hospital going through a medical procedure that, man, it's scary, it's tough, that they're going to be blessed because of your generosity. And I just want to say thank you for everyone. In fact, there's a plus sign here because we're not done counting yet. There's going to be even more toys that come in, but that we have 26,000 today, and we're helping people plan for the good days ahead. That's a big part of it. You remember when you were in the hospital, you were in the hospital bed, and you're thinking about, like, how do I get out of here, right? How do I go play with my brother? You were thinking about, when's Asher coming home? Man, it was scary. And you're thinking about the good days ahead. And that's our mission here at Integrity, to help people plan for the good days ahead. And we want to say thank you for all that you do to bless so many people and to help them plan for the good days ahead as well. God bless you all and have a great week and have an incredible holiday season with your family. And so from my family to yours, we all want to say, Merry Christmas!